Yeah, yeah. I remember you told me you used to have your associates. How's all that going?
It went pretty good, and then I did my bachelor's. So I got my bachelor's when I was a sergeant. So now I stopped with education now. I got my bachelor's and I stopped there, and then I went and got my AMPs on cones, and now I'm just gliding through.
Yeah, you just gliding through. I'm pretty sure you're moving past your peers now, right?
Well, I guess you could say that because I got recruiting school coming up September 15th.
Army recruiting school.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? That's the direction where if you're looking to be promoted and you're looking to make an impact for service members, right, coming in to mold them coming in the Army, hey, that's the best place where you can go, right? Me personally, if I was already, if I was KD complete and I had the opportunity to go to recruiting command, I would go there because that's what I want to do, or basic training, right? Me personally, I want to mold young service members as they come into the force, right? So hey, that's great on you to get ready to do that. Hey, S plus. That right there is gonna put you above your peers.
My birthday October though, so I don't know how I feel about that.
You said what?
My daughter's birthday October 30th.
Okay. Yeah, hey, make time for the family, right? Hey,
I'm gonna be in school. I don't know if they're gonna let me at least like go home and have that birthday and come back. Hopefully not, because I'm gonna miss a lot. But
I
don't know how that's gonna work. I just feel bad I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah, hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, for me, I missed multiple birthdays when I was deployed, and I missed a lot of family time when I was deployed too, because in my situation, my oldest, she's not living with me, right? So during the designated time sharing times I'm supposed to get, I missed it, right? I don't get those days back, right? So for you and your situation, it's one of those things where, hey, communicate with your cadre, right? Let them know that, hey, little daughter's birthday, I was just deployed, and I just want to go spend this time with my daughter. Or, hey, see if your wife can come up to where you're at, right? And then do the party there. You know what I'm saying? You still can do that too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's multiple ways to attack this, right? Because one, I believe your Army counterparts would be very sympathetic, right? They'd be like, all right, cool. We're going to let you do that. When you get done, just come on back and execute, right? As you've been doing. But you got to talk, right? You got to communicate those things.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, like I share with my NCOs, when they talk with me, and when they ask me things, I say, look, if you don't tell me things, I don't know. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And me personally, I deal with a lot of dynamic complexities, right? Like I said, my daughters are here. My wife's a recruiting commander, right? I spent time, now I'm in JCSE, I'm the battalion XO. So now it's like, all right, I'm very busy, but I'm never too busy to come down, right, and talk to the soldiers, right? Because me personally, I remember when I was at 82nd, right? At 122nd ASB, right? I was just a regular service member, right? Still grinding. That's where I met you at.
Yeah.
I met you in Combs there. Sergeant Barnes, right? All of them. Hey, I met them all there. So, it's one of those things that, I know we all came from a good group of service members, right? We all stuck together, and look now, you progressed, right? You E6, you got multiple badges on your shoulder. You're deployed right now doing your job, but on top of that, hey, you got your degree, you're working towards your degree, you get ready to come back home, maximize family time, and progress, right? I mean, there's not many more things we can do, right?
Yeah.
So I guess you got some concerns. So what's your concerns?
My concern is just, I want to be able to, I just wanted to be on her because I missed a couple birthdays, and it's been a while since I've been away from her. And then I'm going to school, coming from deployment, going to September. I have my school date, and September, and then her birthday is October. And I graduate in November.
Now, I know what I can say for me, me personally, hey, no joke. Missing critical dates like birthdays or anniversaries and things, they're tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They are very tough to handle. And it's one of those things that, as a father, right, we will have to carry that burden the rest of our life, right? Because we missed that time. But I also want to share, like I share with my daughter. I was like, hey, and I share with my son now. Although I am gone right now, you got to realize that for these lights to be on, it takes daddy have to go to work. For those shoes,
I'm just saying.
hey, for those shoes that you want, daddy has to go to work. For the iPad and iPhone that you want to call me on and play Roblox on, daddy has to go to work. So it's one of those things where I share with my daughter now. She has a better understanding. Like, all right, daddy, I whenever you're leaving the country, you're going to do your job. It's okay, all right? Because I know you. She always say, daddy, just come back, right? And I'm fortunate enough to come back, right? Some people don't get the opportunity to come back. So, whenever you start weighing all of these burdens on your shoulder, remember, you're coming back. Now, you won't get that day back, but you can plan in the future to recoup that day, That is not going to change the mind of your daughter, but it will show that, hey, look, daddy missed my birthday. Yes, I get it. But you know what? Daddy did stuff on this day was supposed to be for my birthday, and it was way better. She will remember that. She may remember the bad too. Right?
Yeah, you're right. You ain't lying about that now. You ain't lying about that now.
Hold on. Yeah. So, hey, it's one of those things where, us as being in uniform, that's just an inherent risk, especially being a father, right? Not everybody has a job at home. And majority of service members, right, like in our shoes, especially in your line of work, we have to go and deploy. Bottom line, and people forgetting the Army is the military is getting smaller, right? So you know what that means?
Yeah.
That means faster rotations out the door, right? For a lot of people. So whenever this force structure finished, right? So some brigades are turning to battalions. Some divisions are coming down to brigades. Hey, we are looking at a very, very challenging time being in uniform, right? But we got to do the job, right? Me personally, the reason I signed up, is for what? For liberty, freedom, and peace, right? For my family, right? Because no nonsense. Every time I deploy, when I go up to other areas, speak to other service members from other nationalities, you know what they say? I wish I was an American service member.
That's right.
They always say that. Everyone I came across in multiple continents, they say that. So it's one of those things that, I carry and I wear as a badge of honor every time I go to work every single day. Because, everybody's going to deal with multiple challenges, right? But you're in a position now, you about to pick up E7, right? Soon, when you go to recruiting command, you're going to pick up E7. You're going to be a leader, right? So at that point, you just need to you just need to reflect, right? And take the time and share all the knowledge you have. Like, one of the reasons why I call you, because you hit me with the continuation pay comment, right? And I was like, wow, that let me know, hey, look, that you're in the books. Not too many NCOs or service members are aware about that entitlement. You're in the books. So now it's one of those things that now, since you received it, now you have to share it. So it's one of those things, hey, just continue to push the force forward, right? You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Now, dealing with separation from family members, hey, that's just going to be an added risk to the job. And best believe, by the time you get your retirement, once you're retired and you get multiple benefits, you'll sit back, you'll be like, yeah, I missed all these days of my little one, but I'm retired now. I got multiple entitlements. I don't have to go to work. And although I can't recall the time back, but I can maximize my time now where I don't have to go to work. Because so many people that are not in the military right now, or who didn't complete the 20 years, every time I go to a barbershop, you know what they say? I should have joined the military, right? I should have joined. I want the retirement. I want the benefits, right? Because now you're better off than them. So, hey, it's a challenge that we have to face right now. But moving forward, you will see the rewards later on in life. But you got to be patient.
Yeah.
You got any questions of me?
Shit, I ain't got no question, my brother. That was some good ass goddamn advice that I needed to hear.
Hey, keep pushing because, hey, to be truly honest, we need more strong people, right? People first, right? Execution will follow, right? We need more strong people, more great adults, great leaders, and on top of that, hey, be a great father in itself, right? Be a great husband, because like my wife, when I deploy, I leave my wife, I leave my son, I leave my daughter, I leave my entire family back here. So it's like, all right, I'm only there first. So it's multiple layers, complex layers to this, right? And a lot of us have these things in our mind, but I always share with my service members this right here. I said, look, there's a couple pillars that you need to focus on. You need to focus on one, your change readiness, right? Your ability to deal with change, right? You need to make sure your financial readiness is up to date. So that way when you deploy, your spouse doesn't worry about. You need to make sure your legal readiness is up to date. So that way, in the event that something happens to you, if you pass in combat, they can execute on that legal obligations on your behalf. And the other thing is your medical stuff, right? Hey, look, if you're hurt and you can't achieve the job or do the job that you signed up to do, that's a problem. It's a challenge, right? And then and if you're deployed and you're worrying about those few pillars right there, that's another problem because now you can't do your job. So that's something that I project outward, right? So when I deploy, I make sure all of these things are in line. So that way, in the event that these things happen, my wife have access to POAs, right? Which you should renew every 6 months. My wife has access to all the investment accounts, or to the house, to all the estates, right? My medical is up to date. She have all the records so that way she can execute on my behalf. I mean, that's me being a good husband and good father, right? Taking care of them even in my death or long after. So, and plus, I don't passed, right? So I don't need it anymore. You get what I'm saying?
You right.
So it's one of those things that that I consistently, when I sit down and I talk with my senior NCOs, these are my focal points for the troops right here. Because I cannot ask you to go do your job if your foundation of your house is not solid. Now, it's going to take time to build that foundation. That's our job as leaders to help build that foundation up. But at some point, we're going to need you to exit the house, right? Because we got to go to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah. You right about that, man. Gotta get that foundation, get that core foundation first. Get that daggone cement, got that real nice and mixed up right. Hold that house up. Yeah.
I can tell right now, you deep in thought.
Yeah, I'm deep in thought, man. Because missing birthdays from her left and right, man, that hurts. But I guess you talking to me like that is an eye opener for me. Because now at the end of the day, this is what I signed up for, and I just need to have a conversation with her this whole time that I'm back there, and actually, because she's at an age where she can understand that I'm doing this because of her. So, yeah, I just really wanted to be there. That's all.
I understand that. I really do understand that because it's touching for me too as well. Very, but it's like one of those things. I'm looking at the long-term horizon, right? She will, if you look at it, I always talk to people. People always, I tell people, why don't you plan for 10 years? They're like, I don't know. I live for right now. Then you look up, then 10 years done passed. All the planning that you should have done, you just foregoed. So I try to use that same concept, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to plan for 10 years. In 10 years, she'll be 20. My son will be 10, right? 10. So I'm like, all right, in that time, I'll be retired. she'd be a grown woman. She'd be off doing her grown thing. My son would be getting on my nerves all over the place, right? But it's like one of those times where it's like me talking to my daughter, like, yeah, I missed like her birthdays. I only get a chance to see her for her birthdays every other year, right? Because of the court order, right? So if I'm already missing, if she's 18, I miss 9 birthdays. You get what I'm saying? 9.
Yeah.
So I'm only able to see her for 9. So the other days in between, I have to make it. That's why if you're not in a situation where your family is fractured or split,
Yeah.
you can come home and make those days up, right? Me,
Yeah.
I either have to wait and make up those days on court ordered time sharing times, right? So either the summer, spring break, or Christmas break, or Thanksgiving break, or 4-day weekends. I'm like, all right, baby, I missed this day, but I'm gonna make it up here. You're not in that situation, right? But I understand. I really do understand. And you got to think, some people are in more challenging situations, right? So I know my mentor when we was talking, he was deployed. He didn't see his children for 8 months, right? What I mean by that is like no communication at all, right? It was none. The other parent wouldn't allow it. So when I talk to him and he put things in perspective with me in my situation, I'm able to be like, all right, although it is tough, it's not that bad, right? So somebody's situation is always worse off. So it's all these things you could take in consideration, right? And I get it. You deployed, and plus you out there with the troops. And on top of that, it's one of those things where it's like, all right, you got time now to really reflect and analyze, like, all right, am I making the right decision for my family? Because I'm spending a lot of time away, right? Yeah, I've had those talks, long walks, late at night, where I be scratching my head like, wow, I'm away from her, I'm away from my son, I'm away from my daughter, missed the spring break, and I'm like, hey, me trying to call back home, I'm like 7 hours ahead. I may not get her, you know what I'm saying? And if I don't get her, I gotta wait another 19-hour clock. So it's like one of those things that, of course, that I face with too, right? Challenges. But I'm like, at the end of this journey, at the end of this road, I will be where I need to be, right? Because this assignment is only 12 to 36 months. And if I bust my butt now and I continue to move north, right, on the eastern seaboard, eventually as I promote up, I have to find myself in that DC region, right? I will be closer. I will be closer to her, but I need to do everything out here first and work my way back in, right? Because I'm dual military. There's not positions in that region for my wife, right? So they're not positions there until she become more of a senior officer. Then it's like, all right, now my daughter's 16, 17, 18. Me personally, a baby girl needs you all the time, right? All the time. But going through high school years, when the boys are starting to be hounding or looking at them, I need to be there. It's critical. You know what I'm saying? It's critical. So during that age gap, when it's like really important, right? Because now your daughter's looking at you like, all right, this is how daddy treats mom, right? This is how a man should treat me, right? To do that between the ages of 15 and 19 is more impactful. Not saying that you can't do it between 1 and 15, you can, right? But being in the military, you're gonna miss some of them days. That's why if I'm gonna miss days early, I need to make sure I'm there later. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right, brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot.
Hey, I'm here. Hey, you and Combs still in the military right now? Hey, I'm here. I'm going to be here. I ain't going nowhere.
And trust me, I'm gonna be reaching out now. We gonna be reaching out.
Hey, you got my number. You got all my social media accounts. You got my phone number. You hit me on FaceTime right now. Hey, and on top of that, if you got finance questions, right? Finance questions or regular questions. Me and my wife have a YouTube channel, right? We get questions from service members all over the place. And you know what? There is no greater thing that I could do than to share whatever knowledge I have with them and continue to learn from them.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely, my man.
Other than that, man, hey, continue to stay safe, right? Talk to the family as much as possible because, hey, we don't know when that clock ticks up. You get what I'm saying? We don't know. So maximize that time as much as possible. Continue to stay in your craft. Continue to lead service members as you are. Because, I mean, hey, right now, if I remember correctly, you're a, what is it? Shoot, like a troop sergeant now. You got troops underneath you now.
Yeah.
So everybody looking up to you. So your guidance, your direction, your demeanor, your leadership is paramount to their success. Nothing more said on it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you talking, my brother.
Hey, I'm here for you anytime. All right.
Yeah.
Be safe.
I'll holler at you. Yeah. All right, sir.
All right. Appreciate it.
Yep. No problem. We'll stay in touch.
Will do.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple service members that I engage with on a day-to-day basis. We're all in different branches, and we became a family, like a core. Anytime we're dealing with troubles, struggles, or whatever, we share it because somebody may have been in this situation or this scenario or have experienced this, and they just need some help. I need help. I'm continuing to learn right now. So that's what we're here for. Thanks for listening.